Hi, in this video, we're going to focus on the iOS application Math Board Edition. This is a free version. However, you can purchase a more comprehensive version of Math Board Edition. So within this program, let me just get my screen back together, okay? Within this program, you have the ability to participate in different problems, whether it's addition or multiplication and subtraction tables. So it just depends on what the student is interested in learning, and then it also depends on the application, if you have the free version as opposed to the paid version. So in the free version, you have access to the addition table, and that's about it. So let's see what that looks like. All right, and so students can use this as they are learning how to add. So this could be very useful for some students who are having difficulty with those concepts of adding. So in addition, you have different settings as well. So you can determine how many questions are shown for a particular activity, how it is displayed on your screen, answer choices. So we have multiple choice as a choice, and then keypad and speech recognition. So allowing the student to use the keypad as well as using voice input. Then you can also determine the range of numbers that a student will interface when answering problems. And then if there are equations, you can set the style in which the student would solve those equations. And then you have digit limits as well. So they're off for us now for this video, but you can turn those on and set those preferences. And then you can also set a countdown for students so that they can get that experience of solving things in a timed manner. Then you also have sound effects and auto save results if you want, and then you can use this in the cloud or save this information in the cloud. So again, if you have multiple students in the student view, you can add students. So if they're using a shared iPad, you can add different students so they can have their own profile. So then we're going to go to speech, and then you can set how speech is dictated. So whether you're adding in phrases that you want the application to be sure to speak to the student or user, you can input that information here. You can and you can select languages depending on the student user, and then the voice as well. You can select those. So let's go to activities and see what's available. So there are quizzes that the student can take, and then see if they answer, they'll get a correct sign. And then if they're exiting out, it'll always ask, do you want to quit? And it gives students some encouragement as well. It'll say keep trying. It'll give you your scored right out of the set amount of problems. Let's see. You have inequality problem. So that's wrong. So if a student actually put in the wrong answer, that's what they would see. And again, that encouragement screen, and it gives them the correct answer as well. Let's see, find the signs, another activity. So you get the correct symbol here. Let's do incorrect. And let's see that if we exit out, because I think I brushed past the incorrect option the last time. So it gives you the correct answer and the incorrect answer, the answer to the problem that a student gets incorrect. So that's really good to have that visual for the student. And then our last is math match. So they're given a number. If they are given a number, then they're trying to find the problem that goes with that. So that's a fun game as well. All right. And so with any of those activities, let me go back. For instance, maybe they're going through the quiz and they just select something, they're logging out. They have the ability to also share their results. So maybe the student is sharing this information with their teacher or sharing this information with their parent. They can send this information um, through email or messenger, so that if they are using this tool to share their progress, they can do that easily. Well, that concludes our Math Board Edition iOS free application. Thanks for watching.